My speech today is how do you explain the color red to a blind person? We often say visually challenged for a person who is in a situation like that. I say we don't. We don't explain the color red to a visually challenged or blind person. I will be giving several arguments and a fun experiment which we all will be part of. And towards the end, I will make my point very stronger. How do we understand something we don't know? For example, if I had a sentence, this is a very ceremonious moment. If we don't know the meaning of the word ceremonious, how do we figure out the meaning of this word? We look around the sentence, we look at things we already know, and then based on that, we figure out the meaning of that word. It's similar for finding equations in mathematics. I'm sure everybody here has solved quadratic equations in maths, where you're finding the solution for y based on x. Having said that, to understand something, you really need to first know a few things and relate everything else to that. How do ideas come to us? How do we really know the meaning of something? Last week I had been to Vancouver, to the science world. There is a section about the human body, and they have a display of the heart, the lungs, the mind, and all other body organs. When I looked at these things, I was amazed. All our bodies have these bodily parts, the heart, the brain, all the other aspects of our body. But these are all things which are physical. In all, it's just about these physical structures which keep on moving this body 24/7. But apart from that, there's no other physical function. The heart just beats. That's about it. There's no other functionality that you can see. There are no idea centers in the heart. If you look at the mind does not have idea centers around it. Same goes for everything else. But at the end of it, we all come up with great ideas every day, every moment. How does that happen? There have been a lot of discussions about these, and what has come about is it's the environment that we are in and the associations that we make. That's where we get all these ideas. Once we have come to understand that, we need to know how to perceive these ideas. We do that through our senses. Our eyes, we see things. Our ears, we hear things. And all our organs and senses lets us perceive the environment all around us. But there is a challenge for somebody who is visually impaired. He or she has one sense not working. That is, that person cannot see properly. And that's when I want to take you into the experiment part. I really want you guys to cooperate in this section. What we will be doing is, I will be requesting you all to close your eyes for a moment. I request everybody to please close your eyes for a moment. I want you to experience what somebody who is visually challenged is going to experience. I'm going to describe you something which is in my pocket, and at the end of it, we'll see if you can visually see what I'm trying to describe. The things I'm describing here, it's a keychain. It has multiple keys. It has got silver keys. It has got black keys. It has got a blue holder. That blue holder is something which has a solar panel on it. I can press that blue holder. It can even light. This object is very clunky. It makes the sound. Try to visualize all the sounds that you're getting in this. Try to focus on the speech that I'm making. Try to understand and listen around the silence you have in this room. I now request you to please open your eyes. you have all seen visually, without seeing what I was saying just by my description. But now when you look at this item, which is this keychain, it may not be exactly what you were visualizing. It's something different. And that's the point I want to make. We are living in two different worlds. The moment I said close your eyes, you all went into a different world. That is the problem of somebody who is visually challenged. The point I'm trying to make is, the problems somebody who is visually challenged is so large, is something so unimaginable, that when it comes to explaining things like a color is really out of scope. I was trying to put myself in the same shoes, and what I did is, for 10 minutes, I closed my eyes and decided I'm going to live my life just like somebody who is visually challenged. As a matter of fact, in that 10 minutes, I felt like I had to answer the call of nature. And when that happened, it became a serious challenge, because for a person who cannot see, how would he take care of his daily bodily needs? When those are the kind of challenges, really, when we talk about having to explain the color of a product, is kind of out of scope. It's like somebody who's trying to survive, you're trying to tell them, do you want leather couches? It's out of scope in those situations. To end, this is what I want to say. This is a pen. This is a paper. If my proposition was to pass this pen through this paper, it won't happen. For that to happen, there has to have a hole in this area. If we don't have that, this pen cannot pass through this paper. All I'm saying is, there are things which can be done, and there are things which cannot be done. We really have to be wise on things which we should be doing, and at the end, I want to state that no, we should not be thinking about explaining the color red to